Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be making cinnamon rolls, and I'm remaking these cinnamon rolls because the last video I did not do a very good job, so I'm going to redo it and show you how I'm going to be doing it, and let's get the video started. So I used 3/4 cups of water. I already added it to the bowl. Now I'm going to be using 1 stick of melted butter, and I'm going to pour it in there. And then next I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of, preferably this kind of, there's different sizes of 1/4 cups. I'm going to be using this 1/4 cup of sugar. And you're going to want to mix it. It will look like something like that, if you can see it. Next, you're going to take your 7 grams packet, 1 packet of yeast. I'm using active dry yeast. This has 2 teaspoons and 1/4 teaspoon in it. You just put it right in the bowl. And then you're going to want to mix it. And it will look like something like that. Now you just want to wait 5 minutes until it froths up. I know some recipes call for salt, but since my butter is not unsalted and I only have salted butter, I had to use that one, and that means you don't have to use salt in your recipe if butter has already have salt in it. Next, you're going to want to add your flour. I'm going to be adding 2 cups and 1/4 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour. I want to mix it. I'm going to add the rest. I put gloves on because this dough can be very sticky. So now you're going to want to add 1 egg. Mix that around. Next, you're going to want to use your hands. So it looks like that. Now, if it's a little too, sticky, you do want to add just a tiny bit more flour. I have like a little bit left in this bag, so I'm just going to pour like a little bit. Oops. And then mix. Don't add too much flour because you want your dough to be sticky. After you mix everything together and you don't see the flour anymore, then that's when you're wanting to let it rest for an hour. So that's what my dough looks like. You want to cover it up with plastic wrap, or you can use a towel and put it over it, a small towel, and put it in the oven with the light on and come back in an hour. All right, you want to spread some flour so that way your dough doesn't stick. So you are going to want to just kind of not knead it too much, but just enough so it's not too sticky anymore. Okay, and then if you have any extra flour, just push to the side. Now we are going to be using a rolling pin. Yeah, I can add some parts. After you spread it out, you're going to put your filling. You want to take your softened butter and spread it around. I put it in the microwave for like about 15 seconds, and this is 1 stick. Next, you're going to add your brown sugar, your cinnamon, and your cornstarch to your dough. I'm not going to measure the brown sugar, so I'm just going to spread it all over. Next, I'm going to be adding cinnamon. I'm not going to measure this one either. Just going to spread it all over until it's where I want it to be at. I'm going to do a sprinkle of cornstarch. This is so the filling sticks together. And then after that, you are going to want to roll it. Make sure it's like really tight though. Okay. Then next, you're gonna wanna pinch. So that it stays together. And flip it over. Okay. Where's that knife? Okay. Now you're gonna want to cut your cinnamon rolls out. So this should make about 12. And it also depends on how many you want to cut. So sometimes it can come out as 18, or sometimes 12, sometimes 10. Just depends on how you're cutting to make your cinnamon rolls. All right, so now you're gonna wanna take it and put it right into your pan. Just like that. They don't have to look perfect. It just depends on how you think it looks perfect. So then after that, you just wait 20 minutes to let it rest. Now let's make the icing. So to this bowl, I already add a little bit of water, not too much. And then I'm going to add a cup of powdered sugar. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of vanilla. Whoop, that will usually add a little bit less than that. But, all right, so that is all. The powdered sugar, the water, and the vanilla extract. And then you're gonna wanna blend it. Now, once it looks a little bit too watery, you wanna make sure that you add a little bit more powdered sugar, because you do not want it to be runny. You want it to be a little thicker. So I'm adding another cup. And it should look something like that. So now you can put this in the refrigerator, and then after you cook your cinnamon rolls, you can wait until it cools and then add this on top. After you're done with your icing, now you want to plop it in the refrigerator. Preheat the oven for 350 degrees and cook your cinnamon rolls for about 22 minutes. So this is what mine look like when they come out of the oven. I ended up putting the icing on after it came out of the oven. You can either wait until it cools down or you can put it on right away. Depends on how you feel about it. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.